to include the audience. Yeah. Great.
Now,
Great thoughts forth.
Now, Saved by the Bell got very, very popular, especially when it hit syndication while it was still doing new episodes. What was life like for you at that point? Because I'm sure there were certain places that you couldn't go without being recognized, without being mobbed by fans. Was it challenging to live that celebrity life to the point where you really couldn't lead a normal life in the public?
Yeah. You find your spaces and your notes, and you go about your natural schedule and selection of activity, and it works in quite well. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And of course, for those, if you were living under a rock for all those years and continue to do so and are not familiar with Saved by the Bell, folks, of course, Lark played Lisa Turtle, who was an original member of the cast when the show was originally supposed to be based in Indiana, and she was sort of the shopaholic gossip queen of the group, the main cast. How did you feel about your character? Did you feel like, did you enjoy playing her throughout the years?
Yeah, I can definitely agree. Note there.
Okay.
And she was lovely, vibrant, very heightened, and robust. I'll say that. With sparkle and pep and so on and so forth. And it was a very well-figured young character to play anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely a favorite. And certainly one of the big parts of the plot that just continued from year to year on the show was the dynamic between your character and Screech. Screech always pursuing Lisa Turtle, always being rebuffed. Did you ever feel like there should have been a point where Screech and Lisa Turtle should have explored, should have gotten together? Should Screech have gotten a chance?
Okay. Yeah, the age-old question, yeah. Well, that dynamic needed to stay specific, and it is still perfect. So the circle does not, the wheel does not need to be reinvented. It's a perfect dynamic, and it still plays very high note to this day. So it's pristine. It's perfect.
It was all for the best, absolutely. I would tend to agree with you there. Yeah. So you went through the main show of Saved by the Bell. You did not join the college years. That was the attempt at the primetime version of Saved by the Bell. Was that you looking to depart, trying to do something different with your career at that point?
The contracts, my pardon?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Could you recap that, please?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'm just talking about Saved by the Bell, so popular, took you through your characters through high school, and then they sort of spun you off into a college show, the college years, that brought the characters to college. And some of you joined that show, and you did not join the show, although you did come back and make a guest appearance on it. At that point, were you looking to do something different with your career, to sort of move away from that character?
Yeah, there was a major launch. Although you choose the notes that are of interest, and a available portrait, within the avenues that you select to enter and portray. But yeah, there was a major launch to other decibel, we'll say, or level of persona for projection, and we had fun in those areas as well. So.
Very great. And then, so you, after that, you did all kinds of things. You were a guest star on many different shows. You joined the soap opera world. You were part of Days of Our Lives. You were on The Bold and the Beautiful. What was that like, having to, be a part of these very dramatic shows that were filming constantly? Did you find that to be fulfilling as well?
My pardon?
For when you had moved on to soap operas, you were a part of Days of Our Lives. You appeared on Bold and the Beautiful.
Right.
Was that something that you enjoyed doing on a regular basis?
Oh yeah, yes, I can say that. We also did similar veneer type shows, such as Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and soon went to film with Universal and Def Jam and so on and so forth, and did well on the big screen as well. So yeah, the projects that were available during that necessary leg of fantasy projection were quite fantastic vessels to take on, for certain.
That's great. Yeah, you worked steadily, and then you started your own production company back in 2001, it looks like. What were you interested in doing a lot more work behind the scenes to help create instead of just starring in things? Did you want to write and direct and do a lot more producing?
Yes, I definitely wanted the full destinate for the direction at note that was at specific choice, and to polish all of the availing corners points was and still is of intricate invest and interest to my note in specific desire and intrigue in the noted area of achievement. So I pick up those all necessary definitives and appropriately position them according to their order of incorporation and necessity. And my production company is still running strong, as a matter of fact, with its projected first entry of A Hope for Pandora's Box, which was suited by me just about completely at executive production level, direction level, directing level writing.
Wow.
Yeah, gave the entire format and platform. So, yeah, the entire venue of taking the complete reins instead of just a sparted angle. Was quite